Hello everybody and welcome to Playoff Football here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. It is week number 18, or the wild card weekend here in ESPN NFL Primetime 2002, and we have 4 matchups for you. The standings in this game are bizarre. They're very confusing. I don't understand where they're going. So, one, still a little under the weather, so I'm going to do my best to get through this video. But more importantly here, we have Kansas City. They are the number 1 seed. That's easy enough to figure out, 11-5. Perfect. We have the Bills listed as the 2 seed, and the Patriots listed as the 3 seed. That's incorrect, because that's just looking at the NFL. Hold on, let's go over to the AFC, where the Bills are listed as the 2, the Patriots are listed as the 3, and the Raiders, Steelers, Titans, and Ravens are all tied at 9-7. Now, if you were to look at this like a natural person, you would think, okay, Kansas City number 1, Buffalo number 2, New England number 3, Raiders 4, Steelers 5, Titans 6. Sorry, Baltimore, you didn't make it. Well, that's not exactly how this game works, apparently, because the Bills are the 3 seed, and I don't see the Steelers anywhere. So, what the heck? I thought we had like a really exciting 4th and final game last week. Turns out I don't think it actually mattered at all. Or maybe it did if some of the other results went a different way. I don't know. It's very weird. Very bizarre. But here's what we have for you today. We have the Raiders taking on the Bills in game number 1. Then we're going to check out the Ravens taking on the Titans, an AFC Central matchup renewed in the playoffs. Then we're going to head to watch the Cowboys and the Buccaneers play in Tampa Bay. And then finally we'll end in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, watching the Falcons take on the Packers as our quadruple header will come to a close. We have only a couple of weeks left in this game before we move over to NFL Fever 2004, the last time we will see a game that is not a Madden game as this series continues. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like any of the HD Maddens work with this concept, so we will go through, I guess, Madden NFL 12 on the PlayStation 2, which is an arbitrarily expensive game because it's the last Madden that they released on PS2, so it has a higher value simply because it's the last Madden that was on PS2. So, barring any sort of miracle that they actually fix this in the next game, which I don't think they will, which is odd because NBA lets you do it, NHL has CPU versus CPU games, and MLB lets you do it. Madden just doesn't, and it's a game that's just feels like it's just code piled on top of old code piled on top of old code. So I mean, hopefully we'd be able to do it, but who knows. Interestingly enough, when we get through the next 2 seasons, it will line up pretty well with the start of a new NFL season, so there would be the possibility that we could actually do the current stuff, but EA would have to make some changes, and I don't know how willing they're going to be to make those changes. And I guess we won't worry about it. We'll see what happens when we get there. And thankfully, it always comes out in August, so we can figure it out early, so on and so forth. So, a couple more weeks in this, NFL Fever 2004, and then Madden NFL 2005. And then beyond that, probably just Madden 06 on the PS2 or maybe the Xbox. But we'll see. Let's jump in here. Raiders taking on the Bills. We're going to watch it as we always do. And we'll press the old start button. I will get rid of my camera so I can grab the thumbnail, and we'll get going here. Throat does not feel super great. Trying to power through this, but it's just not going away. Probably because I keep recording videos and doing things. Because being sick requires you to like not do the things that I'm doing, and I just don't. I refuse to accept that. Either way, here we go. We're in Buffalo, where the Buffalo Bills lost to the Denver Broncos today, which is a bit of a surprise. Maybe a positive for a big positive for Denver Broncos fans. I don't think the Bills are particularly good this season. They seem inconsistent. Josh Allen feels like he's regressed a little bit.
Moss back to receive the kick.
But we're not worried about that right now. What we're worried about, Raiders taking on the Bills here. Game number 1. It's returned up to the 17-yard line. Hawthorne going to get on the stat sheet early as the snow falls here in Buffalo. Of course, I took the Kleenex I would need.
Fiedler with the play fake.
Jay Fiedler on the roof. We'll hear that a number of times throughout the broadcast. He'll find Bennett, rookie out of Wisconsin, for a first down after an 11-yard gain.
Looks like play action. Incomplete. Second and 10 at the 27-yard line. Fiedler with the play fake. Interception. The shoestring tackle by Bennett.
What a beautiful pick by the Buffalo Bills, and if it weren't for the referee, he would have probably had an interception touchdown. Instead, it's 1st and 10 just inside the 20. Brunell finds a receiver down at the 6-yard line. Nice 13-yard gain there by Jim Finn.
Otherwise, that would be a pick.
First and goal.
Far formation in the backfield.
Go with the pitch to the outside. Those plays just do not work in this game. He'll be dropped for a
Fill the gaps on that play. They look fired up for this ball.
loss. I forgot it was 1st and goal, so I was waiting for the 2nd and like 13, but looks like he lost about 3 on that one.
Gonna run it.
There's a better run. He'll get inside the 10, but he'll get tackled. 3rd down and a long goal to go.
3rd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Nice job by this Raiders defense. Get it to a goal to go to situation and stiffen up, and that is exactly what they're going to do. They went to Anderson every single time on that possession, or once they got to the goal to go situation. Anderson, and he was not able to do a whole lot. So Cortez will come out for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 3-0 Buffalo, early stages, first quarter in our first wild card game of the weekend. Or of the video, I should say.
High kick towards the end zone.
I took a peek at it today because I actually, for some reason, have the Madden 24 demo, or not demo, trial for the Xbox One downloaded. I don't know why I did that, but you can... I simulated through the season. I forgot about the Super Wild Card weekend. So depending on how they would have you do it, you'd probably have to do, it'd be like a 6-game video, which would be like a lot.
No panic on the defense. They read the formation.
2nd down and 13 after the loss on the play. It was a pretty good run back all the way up near the 25-yard line, and then they run it for a loss. Fiedler throws into double coverage, but finds a receiver for a nice gain out to the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, set up 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. They did give him a pretty good spot on the ball. Fiedler with a quick pass, couple of receivers in the area, and it looks like it's kind of a slant route. McCardell, excuse me, picks up the one-handed grab and sets him up with a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Nice find by Fiedler. Usually we see when it's a cluster, it's defenders outnumbering the offense. That time it was offensive players outnumbering the defenders, and then Jay Fiedler goes and throws in his 2nd interception of the day already. And we're 2 minutes left of the first quarter. And you know what? I may have cursed this game because I did watch the legendary Buster Bowl from the mascot tournament.
End of play.
If you don't know what the Buster Bowl is, go watch it. I believe it's mascot tournament number 7. It's the 2nd game. Western Michigan taking on Boise State. And what a disaster it is. 2nd and 12. They're going to go with yet another pitch. They keep wanting to get Anderson involved in this game, but they're not calling the correct plays because this game is terrible with runs to the outside. 2 plays, -8 yards. Raiders defense doing a tremendous job to make up for the offensive ineptitude.
Brunell looks downfield.
Not a deep drop at all for Brunell, but he's going to throw deep near sideline. Incomplete.
Down by number 50.
2-on-1 in favor of the Raiders, and it will be a punting scenario, and I will take that opportunity to go grab some cleanups. They're going to run it back for a freaking touchdown. Oh, good. Nothing great happened.
10 to go.
Good field position out at the 39, though. That's a positive.
Fiedler, quick drop. Stop by Light. A 14-yard pass by Fiedler. 1-for-1 passing on this drive.
Curtis Conway is a multi-purpose receiving threat that has been called upon to return kicks and punts, run to reverse, or even throw an occasional pass. It takes a special breed of player to hold on to a ball after being hit like that.
The Raiders send a man in motion. A handoff to Bennett. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on that run.
He didn't have a chance to think about.
So Fiedler continues to get lucky throwing against double coverage, which I find interesting considering that he keeps throwing interceptions when they're covered by one player. 3rd down and 11. It's going to be well short of the line to gain. It's going to be out of field goal range, so not a great play all in all. In today's game, you might see them go for it on a 4th and 6. Or at least try to get 2-down territory. Maybe not go for it on a 4th and 6, but not in 20 years ago. End of the first quarter is 3-0. As I try to take care of this unfortunately timed bloody nose. Okay. Should be good. So they will punt it. And thankfully, at least in this game, we do get the coffin corner. Attempts at the coffin corner. That's always very helpful. Mainly because it's so frustrating in NFL Fever when they make terrible decisions with the ball and then it's like a 10-yard difference in field position. But from what I understand, NFL Fever 2004 should be an improvement over 2003, where between 2002 to 2003, the game was largely kept the same in order to implement Xbox Live, kind of what killed the franchise. Because the sales for 04 weren't all that great, because between 02 and 03, not a lot of improvements were made. So you kind of maybe push the Xbox Live thing to next year. If you flip the two of them, maybe you can get another iteration out, a 4th iteration out. It's weird to talk about all of that because it doesn't matter in the end, because Madden would get the exclusive rights anyway, so it's like, who cares? You would have just made one extra game. This Raiders defense looks terrific. This Buffalo offense and Oakland offense, to an extent, look out of sorts. Buffalo has 3 points thanks to a nice interception return, and honestly, without the ref, you might have a better shot. They might have had a pick 6. Sorry, interception touchdown.
1st and 10.
And it goes back to like I read the stats of the primetime players every week. And it's like 2 interceptions returned for a touchdown. I'm like, how?
Going to run it. Stop by Beacon. 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line. Go back to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense. The pitch to Bennett. Held up at the line.
Pitch to the outside. Bennett finds some yards. Not a whole lot working for him. 3 yards. 4 carries on, or 4 yards on 3 carries. 3 yards on 4 carries. I think is actually the correct way because it's 0.7 as long as 5. Nice hit as he dislodges the ball for a potential reception. This will bring in Joe Nedney from San Jose State to tie this game up at 3. The kick is up and the kick is good. And we have a 3-3 game. You know what's the most exciting form of playoff football? That's right, battle of field goals. Battle of field goals. Who needs touchdowns when you can score 3?
Tackled by number 50.
Especially in the elements. This would be right around the season that the tuck rule happened, so the Oakland Raiders have not had fond memories of playing playoff games in the Northeast against AFC East teams. Man, and they really want to get Jamal Anderson involved, which I appreciate and understand. Stop pitching it to the outside. Run it up the middle. Another nice play by the Oakland Raiders defense to force a 2nd and 11. They're going to pitch it to the outside again. He made the first man miss. Second guy gets him, and it's a pretty solid gain. 3rd down and 4.
3rd down with under 3 minutes to go in the half. Strong eye, 2 tight ends for Buffalo. The quarterback looks to pass.
Brunell throws over the middle. Somehow that was not picked off or tipped. Fred Baxter instead on the reception. First reception of the game for him, a 9-yard grab. So it's up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pitch to the outside again, and Jamal Anderson just has nowhere to go.
He barely has the ball, and the defender is there to wrap him up.
2nd and 11. We're going to have very interesting stats for Jamal Anderson as this game moves forward. One last snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll hand it to number 36. He gets a good burst up the left, or off the left side. Jim Finn, 2 carries, 13 yards.
They'll rush 3 with 8 back.
3rd and 4. Brunell drops back to pass, floats one to nobody. The offensive player there was, he was just nowhere to be found.
Moore back to punt.
So 4th and 4 brings out the punting unit. 2 punts, averaging 38 yards along a 41. Gets a leg into it. Takes it from inside the 10. Stops short of the 20. And that is where 1st and 10 will take place for the Oakland Raiders. First and 10, and it's tipped by the Buffalo defense. Sean Harris spells his name correctly. 2nd down and 10. This time they're going to pitch to the outside. He makes a man miss, but the second guy is there to get him. Gain of about 4 maybe. I'll give him a gain of 3. 3rd and 7 coming up.
7 for the first. Pro set, 2 tight ends for the Raiders.
Fiedler over the middle, and it's incomplete. And I thought there was a receiver that was going to have a shot at it, but nobody came up with it. 4th down and 7. Williams back on the field to punt. Only a 2nd punt of the day because 2 of Oakland's drives have ended in turnovers. Really nice run back and a great move to get up past the 50 into Oakland territory.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So good opportunity to try and put some points on the board here for Buffalo before the half runs out. And they'll go with Jim Finn. They're going to run it off the left side. They'll call a timeout immediately after a 3-yard gain. Definitely a run-first offense. I'm sure a team like Indianapolis or Cincinnati would like to see Mark Brunell in their backfield. Baffling series of plays here. 2 runs, 2 timeouts used. 1 yard total gain. Brunell with a quick throw. It's off the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. And with the 2 timeouts of the incomplete pass, that saves Oakland every one of their timeouts. And 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock. That was what, an 8-second drive? coverage guy was there, and for whatever reason, I was kind of wondering. It seems like the coverage unit usually outruns the kick, and they're not great about making the tackle immediately, even when they should. But I think his being there kind of threw off what the return man wanted to do, so he just kind of stepped out of bounds. Big break for the Buffalo Bills. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard gain. 45 seconds to go. They're going to go with a play-action pass. Fiedler down the near sideline up to the 35. I'd like to see a timeout here. 1st and 10. Give yourself a chance to do something a little more.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fiedler into double coverage, finds a completion. Timeout taken. 2nd down and 3, 25 seconds.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Ooh, that's a nice deep pass.
Timeout, Raiders. They have one remaining.
Yeah, they have 1 timeout remaining from the 37. 21 seconds to go. Oh, it's intercepted. I thought the receiver was going to have it. I mean, how many times do we see the receiver come up with the ball in those situations? 3rd pick of the day thrown by the Oakland Raiders quarterback, Jay Fiedler. Brunell is going to take a shot. He'll get it up to the 40-yard line. And I think that's going to do it for the first half of action. A sloppy game. Bills kind of lucky to have 3 points. And they would get the snap off, except for they're doing the play. They were going to run it and do the Hail Mary, but because of the motion and it doesn't adjust according to the time, they ran out of time. All right, so there were your halftime stats. There's not a whole lot to talk about with this game. The Oakland Raiders probably should be winning, but they keep throwing interceptions. Even on that final drive, thought maybe they would have something. They had 1 timeout in their back pocket, more than enough time to throw into the middle of the field, use a timeout if they want, try to kick a field goal to take the lead into half. But instead, a disastrous pick leaves us deadlocked at 3. Buffalo on the other side of the coin, they're pretty bad too. Their offense has not looked good. They have had really bad play calls, and the Oakland defense has looked terrific against those very bad play calls. 2nd down and 2. And Brunell thought he almost found himself an interception.
At the 32-yard line.
If Buffalo just runs the ball up the middle, if they stop trying to get tricky and pitching it left or right, they should be okay. It's a quick drop, a quick throw. He had it in one hand, but the contact jarred it loose. 4th and 2. Nice defensive play there by Oakland. And it is a punting scenario.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
See what Oakland wants to do out of the halftime break. They're going to go with a play-action pass and find Keenan McCardell out on the far sideline. Nice gain there. It'll be 1st and 10.
First down and 10 to go. The pitch out by Fiedler.
It's a pitch. Buffalo hasn't been quite as good at defending the pitches as the Raiders have been. Michael Bennett, unfortunately, going down with an injury. We'll get an update shortly. Second and 12. There's a nice run right up the middle. That's where they've had a lot of success. Both teams handing to the opposite running back or fullback, going just straight up the middle. That is where you want to find the yards. That's where you're going to find the yards. Third and 3. A beautiful run off the left side. And he'll crash inside the 25. Pulled quad.
Bennett out 2 to 4 weeks
And he is out for likely the season. If he's out on the short side, they said 2 to 4 weeks. If he's out on the shorter side, that's Super Bowl.
Here's the pitch out.
Depends on, I don't know if does this week count as one of the weeks or is it 2 weeks
31-yard line.
and next week is week 1. I think it's going to be Super Bowl or season ender.
18 to go. 4-3 defense for Buffalo.
Huge loss there, Buffalo. Dropping him 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A fumble! And Buffalo recovered. Oh my goodness. 4 turnovers on the day for the Oakland Raiders.
Of who wins close.
My
fought
goodness.
Here's the
That's
pitch out.
a 3-point turnover.
Delta O'Neal is a good cover man and even more dangerous as a kick returner.
2nd and 15.
Really nice play there by O'Neal to drop Buffalo for a 5-yard loss.
He gives the ball to number 36.
If I
Hit
had
at the
to
line of
guess,
scrimmage and
I'd say
dropped.
that the offensive
No
coordinator
gain, maybe a
had
loss of
something
1.
else in mind when he drew that one
He's
up.
actually going to give him a gain of...
3rd and 16 at the
No, I think it's a
21-yard
loss of
line.
1. 3 and 3rd.
Try,
2nd and 15, yeah, loss of 1.
Brunell.
Deep drop for Brunell, and he's going to throw. See, he's going to throw a pick. Brunell was tired of.
Fouls him at the 34-yard line.
Brunell was tired of his team always winning the turnover battle, and thought, you know what, I'd like to throw an interception.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And similar to the first Buffalo Bills takeaway of the game, a nice run back kind of just puts them automatically in field goal range. It's a long field goal from here. Be about 52 yards or so. So you'd probably want to get a little bit closer.
Looks to pass. Intercepted.
Oh, just kidding. It's an interception again.
The shoestring tackle by Dilger.
That's the 4th interception he's thrown, by the way.
Buffalo ball.
What is happening?
The pitch out.
Pitch to the outside.
They lost a
Weirdly
few
enough, it
yards
looked
on
like he
that
was
play.
going to get a nice
Terry is
little,
prime-time performer.
maybe get a little bit of a gain off that
Game or not
far
when it
side.
counts.
Got the guy to hit the slit animation.
12.
Patch of ice, banana peel, whichever's funnier. But there was a second defender right there.
Brunell.
It's only a loss of 2, which is a benefit for the Buffalo Bills. But it's really a credit to this Oakland defense. They have continually had to go out on the field.
Time with only 3
Sudden changes, and they have not given up a whole lot.
Quarterback drops back.
Brunell down the middle. He throws another interception.
Tackled by Baxter. That's his 2nd interception thrown today. Oakland
So that
ball.
is 6 interceptions and 1 fumble. 7 turnovers.
He had an opportunity to catch it.
Here's the run. Breaks left.
That might put Buffalo in position, or Oakland, in position to win this game. It's going to be just a battle of turnovers.
Single back.
Hold on to the ball, kick a field goal in this spot. It's actually slightly better field position than their last takeaway.
Here's the handoff.
2nd and 8, handoff, a nice burst right up the middle.
Stop by number
They'll get tackled around the 22-yard line, 1st down and 10. Fiedler throws. That's going to be caught. Contested catch goes in favor of Lorenzo Neal. 1 reception, 9 yards on the day. Final seconds ticking away in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and short. We'll see if we get one more play here. Okay, all right. I don't know why they took it all the way down to 1 second, but they did. Overthrew everybody. And through 3, we are tied 3-3. What a disaster. What a disaster.
Down in inches for the 1st.
Third down and short. Handoff. Goes left side. Plows forward 3 yards or so. And he will pick up the 1st down. They can technically get a 1st down before the goal line, but it is a very tight window.
Pass play.
Drops and fires, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's dropped.
Oh my goodness, a touchdown. He dropped a touchdown. It's like that guy playing for Cincinnati. Fiedler. That probably could have been picked if it was any other video game. So a good job by Buffalo. They bent, but they did not break. Similar to what Oakland did. Give up a little bit, but once they got to a... And we'll fudge it a little bit. We'll massage the truth a little bit. But once they got to about 10 yards from the end zone, they really buckled down. Did a nice job. It was going to be really tricky for them to get a first down without hitting the touchdown. And Oakland takes a 6-3 lead. A couple of turnovers help them get back in or get the lead for the first time in this one. So 4:23 to go. I sincerely hope this game does not go to overtime. I am genuinely afraid that this game does not understand that ties cannot happen in the postseason. It was something I was thinking about, and while I was sitting here during this game, I was like, what if this goes to overtime? What if no one can win in overtime?
At the 31-yard line.
Goal 28. Goal 28.
Second down and 5. Brunell, deep shot. Thought that was going to be picked. Thought it was going to be picked. But he lives to play another down. 3rd and 5. 3 receivers split top side of your screen. Brunell takes the snap, floats it over the middle. Depending on the spot, I think they have the first down. They will. And Greg Clark, first reception, comes at a key time with under 4 to go here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, they're coming out in an offset I formation. Quick pass to the outside. One of the rare times that we don't see the defense break more strongly on that route. That is the kind of throw that is maybe the most dangerous throw in this game. Defenders typically break on it pretty heavily, and they can come away with an interception. And if they are able to get the pick and avoid that first guy, that is an easy 6.
They're down in 5 for the first.
They're down in 5. Big 7-yard reception there to make this 3rd and manageable. They're going to go with a run play, and that is just not going to work. Not going to work. Oakland... Brad Jackson of Oakland came just screaming through the gap. 4th and 5. It looked like Anderson had like a bit of daylight for about a second. And then it was just that Raiders defender like, hello, I'm going to tackle you now. You will get nothing.
1st and 10.
Can Buffalo's defense come up with one more interception and a nice run back to kind of just de facto give them a field goal? They went with a run with Jay Fiedler. Very weird call there. That was a called quarterback delay. I guess it's not a terrible idea with the clock situation the way it is. Now, Oakland should be able to take this all the way down to the 2-minute warning, but I honestly don't know if the game is smart enough to do that.
2nd down and 12 to
Because they tend to snap it with about 10 seconds on the play clock. So we'll see if they do that here. And they do. That is a huge waste. That's a huge waste. That is a 40-second difference. Because now it should be 2nd and 11 or whatever the play was. Run it down to 120. Then you run it down to 40. Oh, it's caught.
Brought down on a shoestring tackle.
Honestly, neither of these teams deserve to be in the playoffs. I'd kind of like to see maybe if Pittsburgh was in there. They were pretty good last week. It probably has more to do with the game just not being where it needs to be. Like, you can really tell why this is a one and done sort of thing.
Here's the run. Brought down
Timeout.
by Scroggy.
Timeout. St. Anna Moss has 4 carries for -4 yards. And because I don't know the seeds, I don't know where this team would go. I guess theoretically would be the 5? Is that right?
Double tight end, bar formation.
Because the 6 would play the 3, right? I don't know. I don't know.
Ball to Neal. Brought down.
There's a timeout taken. No? Would they be the... God. Oh, this game is so dumb. What it's doing makes sense logically. Logically, you would go, okay, once you get within a certain amount of time, you would take a knee, blah, blah, blah. But there's so many other factors, like how many timeouts does the opposing team have? It doesn't make any sense why you would run out of bounds. 3 interceptions for Chris McAllister himself. 6 tackles and a forced fumble just for fun. All right, 29 seconds for the Buffalo Bills to try and work some magic.
Brunell looking to throw.
That is tipped and incomplete. Keep in mind, Buffalo might lose this game because of referee interference. Now, obviously, like, wasn't intentional or whatever. I don't know. We're not making excuses for digital referees, but go back and look at the first interception of the game. You're telling me that wouldn't have been a pick 6? Sorry, interception, touchdown.
Brunell looking to throw.
This game is utterly befuddled. I feel like I need to save the game and reset it to hopefully knock it out of stupid mode. This doesn't make any sense. It looks like they're going to go for they're going to go for the rolled out Hail Mary here. This does not typically work. Oh, he got it out of his hand just in time. Deep down the field off the hands of the receiver and incomplete. 4th and 15 coming up. We might see the same play again. Brunell takes the snap, throws it well short.
The Raiders are trying to run out the clock.
Buffalo deserved to lose. I mean, they shouldn't have lost. They really shouldn't have. They had picked off the opposing quarterback 4 times, got a fumble. You win the turnover battle, 5-2? And you cannot muster more than 3 points. This is god-awful play calling throughout the entire game. Baffling, unbelievably terrible play calling. I do not enjoy that game, and I don't think anybody else who watches this video would enjoy that game. That was absolute garbage. It's not like, again, not making excuses for like digital players or whatever. But to have, I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about it. It hurts. That game hurts. Physically hurts. Most turnovers we've ever seen in a game, I'm sure. 7 total turnovers. For sure this season. I don't know about all time, but what an absolute garbage fest that was. Terrible play calling, and then you couple that with the game itself just not being super polished, and you can see it. You can really see it on the last drive for the Buffalo Bills. That's a perfect example of why this game is like a piece of crap.
When it gets to this point in the season, it really makes me wish I could be back out on the field.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, God. Microsoft Paint, please. Please be kind.
The Titans back to receive the kick. The kickoff by Anderson.
When players are fired up like this to start a ball game, you know you're in for a good one.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
Because, like, the punt returner runs it out of bounds for no reason. They run that Hail Mary play
This offense has come out
off the hands.
The defense is going to have to step up in
Ugh.
their game.
we're out of it. We're done. The nightmare is over. We can return to our normal happy lives. We're watching the Tennessee Titans take on the Baltimore Ravens. Nice catch there, and we could be off to the races. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Titans. That's more offense than we saw in the last game combined. In one play right there. Wow. A great throw with a nice catch, an actual run after the catch. I mean, you gotta give credit to the Raiders defense. They did a terrific job. They took advantage of terrible play calling by the Buffalo Bills throughout the entire game. They kept running pitches and stretches and tosses to the outside. That is not how that game works. This game works. It just doesn't. And they just never made the adjustment. They even had plays where they would run it with the other running back or the fullback right up the gut, and it would work, and they just kept throwing it outside, putting themselves in long downs and distances, forcing them to throw, making them predictable, and not able to complete the passes. Awful.
10 at the 19-yard line.
And then obviously on 4th and 15, you throw it 8 yards short,
Smith with the ball
and then they just run out of bounds.
at the 26-yard line.
Emmitt Smith with a nice run to get this drive started as Tennessee, 7-0. Second and 4.
At the 26-yard line. The pitch out. An amazing takedown by the defender. He lost a few yards on that play.
Their down linemen are starting to really stuff the run.
3rd and 7 at the 23-yard line. They'll operate out of the shotgun. Pass play. Caught with 2 defenders on him. An 8-yard pass by Johnson.
The hardest catch in football is the one in traffic. That was a good catch.
Pitch to Smith.
So a pitch to the outside. Smith makes the first man miss, turns the corner, but gets tackled by the shoestrings. Chris Combs. Nice tackle. First one of the day. Second down and 2 from the 39-yard line. Much better start here for both teams.
33. Goal 33. Pass play.
To the outside. Oh, made the first tackler miss. Nice spin move. Tried to get up the field, but tackled after a nice little gain. 12 yards, 5 yards after the catch. And just like that, they are in Tennessee territory at the 49-yard line. Both AFC games will be set for next week, so it'll be Kansas City and New England. One of them will be playing the Oakland Raiders. The other will be playing the winner of this game. I don't know what the seeds are, so I can't tell you. I think Tennessee would be the 3, which might make Baltimore the 6. So if Tennessee were to win, you know what? I don't even want to guess. Part of me is like, oh, you can figure this out. But then also, as I'm trying to figure it out in my head, I go, does this game know that though? Does this game understand seeding and how like this works? 3rd down and 5. Big defensive play there by Tennessee to make this a 3rd medium. He throws over the middle, but just off the mark. A little ahead of the receiver there. As we take a look at the backs and receivers for the Baltimore Ravens. Keyshawn Johnson, Emmitt Smith, bigger names on this this roster.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line. 4-3 defense for Baltimore.
1st and 10.
Testaverde looks downfield.
Maybe a miscommunication there on that one. The route just looked like it was... The throw was either too far ahead or the route was a miscommunication because it looked like the Titans receiver went in and then was going to cut back out. 2nd down and 10. 1:46 to go here in quarter number 1. Tennessee looking to cap off another drive with a touchdown. Really nice run off the right side, or left side, excuse me. I think this game would literally be flipped. It'd probably still be Tennessee taking on Baltimore, but the game would actually be in Baltimore if Baltimore had beaten Tampa Bay in that Week 17 matchup where we saw the first ever blocked field goal.
Second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
16. 16.
Second and 9, throws and finds a nice completion out there for about 8, maybe 9. They'll give Schroeder 8 yards on the grab, but 9 yards down in distance-wise. Third and 1.
32-yard line.
Third and a long one. Third about 1.5.
Testaverde, quick drop. Tackled by Law.
Oh, I was so confused. I forgot that there was a big play early in the game. It's like 33 catches for 87 yards. Is this game broken? I like Testaverde's decisiveness there. Step back. He hit the third step. Ball was out of the hand. Molds comes up with a nice grab and another nice grab there. Second down and 2. Tennessee looking very good here in quarter number 1. And they will take us to quarter number 2 with a 7-0 lead, though their drive is off to a good start.
The Titans 7, Ravens nothing. Second down and 2 to go. Go back to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense.
Second down and 2. Play action pass. Throws and finds a receiver. I am surprised that was a catch there.
Beat his defender on that play. They better alter their coverage and give more help to his side of the field.
I mean, it was kind of like some of the interceptions we saw for Buffalo in the last game, where how many times do you see usually the opposite? Not necessarily a catch, but it's a deflection. It looked like the defender was right there, but somehow finds the receiver. That's just a bad pass. Second down and 10. Out to the flat and finds a receiver who's tackled immediately. That is a terrific defensive play. Third down and 14.
Third down and 14 for the first. Bring in the nickel package.
If you get about half of it, you probably got a good shot at a long field goal. Testaverde tries double coverage but loses. Nice pass defense there. Baltimore gives up a little bit, but they hold firm and force the punt. Kick is received out of bounds, and we'll see where they spot it. Might be the 12-yard line. And they will actually mark it down at the 11. I was judging based on the official at the top of the screen there. First and 10. Off the right side, drilled behind the line. They'll give them probably a loss of 1.
Second down and 11 to go. The D shows a 4-3.
Pitch to the outside. Nowhere to go. Third down and long coming up.
Third and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Offset I formation. Deep drop for Johnson, who's going to go deep near sideline, but incomplete, overthrew everybody. That'll be a very quick 3 and out. A good opportunity here for Tennessee to play the field position game. He's going to be punting from his own end zone. That seems like he's really deep back there, but whatever. And Tennessee's going to get the ball back not too far off of where they had it last time. I think it's about
at the 43-yard line.
4 yards back, maybe.
For Baltimore.
Maybe not even that. It may actually be like the spot.
Breaks it outside.
Good job to cut it inside, but still found the defender there. But he found a 3-yard gain instead of
7 at the
no gain or a
41-yard line.
loss. Oh, a pitch and a good job to go kind of cut back to the inside. A beautiful spin move. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Those plays have not worked all season. And it's super interesting to see that it just looked like the defender went too far up the field. Beautiful spin move there. Very clearly a hold. So Tennessee with a couple of explosive plays here have put themselves up 13-0 extra point pending. It's good.
And it's good. That'll be 2 extra points today. Here's the kick.
From the 2. And he'll get it to about the 22.
A first down with under 3 minutes to go in the half. High formation for Baltimore.
See if Baltimore can get some points here.
Pitch to Smith.
Oh, they're going with the pitch pass, and it is incomplete.
Let's go inside the numbers.
Honestly, not a terrible throw. It looked like the receiver had it in his hands. He had beat both defenders. The only guy that really had a shot at it just could not come down with the ball. 2nd down and 10. Johnson steps back and fires and finds a nice completion out past the 40. That is Morton, I want to say, is the last name on that. Number 89. Coming up with a nice grab.
And putting a little touch on the ball.
Nice replay there. Again, beat a couple of defenders.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A nice location by Johnson there.
Johnson looking to throw.
Johnson again testing the deep side of the field. Keyshawn Johnson that time is going to come up with it. Beautiful catch.
Caught for the first down. A 32-yard catch by Johnson. That's his first pass reception today.
Keyshawn Johnson plays with fire and emotion.
He'll be stopped at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 1 back for Baltimore. In the back of the end zone.
Oh my goodness.
Is out of bounds, incomplete.
He is slinging it all over the place and just overthrew everyone on that play.
The Ravens send a man in motion. Here's the run.
Final play before the 2-minute warning is a nice run right up the middle. He's met and thrown down hard at the 19.
3rd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Does Baltimore have one more play in them to keep this drive alive?
Johnson.
Quick pass outside. It's caught, but he won't get anything. Dwayne Washington with a nice tackle there. And again, a nice... We saw it in the previous game as well. Those are usually the plays where the defense jumps that route. At least deflects it. Worst case scenario, it's an interception. Ooh, boy. That kick didn't look great, but it just snuck inside the right upright. 14-3 now. Run back to the 21-yard line. And the Tennessee Titans will take over with 1:36 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Testaverde. Nice completion out to Schroeder. 3rd catch on the day for him. That one goes for 6. Testaverde with a quick drop. Hits the receiver and a nice timeout by Baltimore. That is a big loss. 3rd down and 8. Play action pass. Deep shot. Incomplete over everybody's head. And that completion, and so the completion, and then a quick snap to the completion that lost yards, a good timeout by Baltimore, and an incompletion means that they'll have a good chunk of time to work with for their final drive before the half, and they can play a little bit of the field position game here.
First down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 42.
Quarterback drops back.
Oh, in between two defenders, and it looked like the first defender was up there to get in the way, but nothing doing.
Fantastic throw.
Instead, the receiver comes up with it. Jones with a great grab. Upon this angle, the defender, not even close.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line with 4 wide from the shotgun. Dump pass to the back to Johnson.
Oh, how did he not have that catch? It was right in his hands.
You got to come up with that ball.
You're a professional receiver. You got to have that. You got to come up with that. 2nd down and 10.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Oh, off the hands and incomplete. That time it was off the defender's hands, it looked like. You got to catch that one.
The Ravens send a man in motion. Quarterback drops back. Caught.
Man, I go from like not needing to cough to need to cough immediately.
A 45-yard field goal attempt by Anderson.
Yeah.
Pulled it right.
I don't think that's going to go. No good. Wide right.
By Anderson. That's his first missed field goal attempt today. The pitch to the back. Nowhere to run. A 1-yard run by Jones.
Boom, the defender was unblocked on his way to introducing himself to the ball carrier.
Testaverde looks downfield. Caught.
Wow, he found that receiver in between all those defenders. What the heck? That could be a big miss by Morton Anderson as this game rolls along. Even if you cut it down to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion necessary, that 3 is still big, especially going right into the half. You close it down to 8. Field goal still a viable option to cut it down to 5 maybe. And worst case scenario, you try to double dip a little bit. Keep them off the field.
Incomplete. The Titans send a man in motion.
Looks like they're going to go with that rollout Hail Mary. That is what they will do. Should be the final play of the half. He's going to get sacked. Oh, they're going to take a timeout. All right.
They have 1 remaining.
The one thing about that play is the quarterback should be getting rid of the ball much sooner. Oh, they're going to run it. Oh, never mind. They're not even going to punt the ball.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Oh, I hope they score a touchdown. Could you imagine? Oh, no, overthrew everybody. Nobody even jumped for it. All right.
At halftime, the Titans.
Tennessee has 179 yards, but if you keep in mind that two of those plays probably qualify,
Johnson
probably account for 125 of those yards.
The kickoff by Longwell.
Chris, the first minutes of
And that might even be a little generous.
to determining the outcome.
I guess we could look at the longs as far as the rushing long, and the rush was like 45 yards, and I think the pass play was probably about 75.
Quarterback looks to pass.
So my numbers might be a little inflated, but
By Fair. An 18-yard pass by Johnson.
Tennessee's 2 touchdowns have come from the big play.
But what people overlook is the fact that he plays
And Baltimore getting a good start here on their first drive out of the break. I don't know if that was a pass worth catching.
2nd and 8. at
2nd and
the
8.
41-yard line.
I guess technically it would be if it was 1st and 10 to 2nd and 8, technically a 2-yard gain.
Brought down by
Yeah,
Clemson.
technically.
3rd and inches at the 48-yard line. Defense brings in the big guy.
3rd and short.
Brought
He'll pick it up and get
by
thrown
South.
forward. Emmett Smith, 8 carries, 32 yards.
Great
A
use
long of 9 and an average of 4 yards a carry.
Guys on the play action.
Smith over the middle with a reception between 2 defenders. They'll go for about 8, and they'll give him 7. But they'll call it 2nd and 2, so I was right. 8 yards. That's how much that went for.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Nice throw to the outside. Made the first man miss. Made the second man miss for no reason. There was no reason he should have been. He should have slipped there. And that is the big play Baltimore needs. If you're Baltimore, do you go for 2 here? Nice job making the first guy miss. I have no idea what happened to the second guy. That does not make any sense, but a nice shoestring tackle there to give the defense an opportunity to get out of this situation. I would go for 2, honestly. Oh, they're going to give it to him. That's a touchdown.
This is a good example of overplaying your gaps, losing good body position, and giving up the touchdown.
The Ravens are going to try to add 2 more to the board.
Good job, game. I'm so proud of you. Go with a run play again. I mean, just you ran it down their throat last time. Johnson's going to find it in the end zone. Doesn't matter. What do I know? Morton Anderson doesn't push that kick to the right. We have a tie game, but he did push that kick to the right, and it is 14-11. We got a good one here in the second AFC wildcard matchup. Tackled at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10. Their receiver set for Tennessee.
First and 10. Handoff right side. Nowhere to go. Nice job by the defender to get off the block and make the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10 to go. Split backfield for the Titans. Draw play. Stopped by Allen. Third and 5 at the 25-yard line. Quarterback drops back.
The defender didn't get a hand on it. He just dropped it.
Feels like a big play for the Tennessee offense to not be able to convert that. 3rd down and 5. Nice tackle there. And probably about your average return. 1st and 10 from the 37. Giving it back to a hot Baltimore offense that's been moving the ball well. And they'll try to run it that time. Well played by the defense. And tried to bounce it to the outside. That just does not work that well in this game most of the time. You'll still get a yard, so it's better than what we typically see. 2nd and 9. Johnson with a quick pass into coverage, but finds the receiver. It's a solid gain of 8, and will set up 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1 for the first. Johnson, quick drop.
Oh, and that's a nice completion. Offensive player there got really good positioning on the defense, and the defender didn't really try to go for the ball at all.
1st and 10.
Not much of a contested catch at all, and 1st and 10 is the result. From the 44 of Tennessee, they're going to go with a pitch to the outside. Well read by Tennessee's defense.
They lost a few yards on that play.
That one I didn't get. They're going to try to run it back underneath and take advantage of up-the-field pressure, but someone obviously blew an assignment.
The pitch out. Tackled by Mobley.
Boom, not necessarily a bad play to run right there, but if your line can't give you any time, then the play can never develop.
Johnson dropped back. The defender gets a hand on it. Incomplete. They line up to punt it away. Punt rolls out of bounds. They'll take over at that spot.
So Tennessee's defense comes through and holds them to no points. A good toss. A good job on the toss to make sure that he didn't lose a ton of yards. He just loses one. It's a long way to go for a 1-yard loss, but a 1-yard loss still better than a 6-yard loss or a 5-yard loss. Not really what you're looking for at this stage of the game, at this part of the field.
I talked about how they were going to defend that very play.
3rd and 4.
This is not where you want to start losing the field position battle. 3rd down and 4. You're only up by 1.
Testaverde drops back.
Oh, no. The 3rd and 4 pass is incomplete. Tennessee has been live or die on the big play, and right now they are dying. Dying.
First down and 10 to go.
We'll have to run this with no camera. Dealing with a little bit of a bloody nose.
Quick drop.
Problems with being sick, you know. So 14-11 as we end quarter number 3. David Boston with a reception there. And it's a good one. It's a good one. Oh.
2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line. Fullback to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense. Ooh, nice disguise.
Ran the heater a little bit too much there. Nice catch by the Ravens. Charles Johnson, and a good move to get a little bit extra on the yardage. And the Ravens knocking on field goal range here.
Here's the handoff.
Hands the ball off. Ooh, breaks it outside. Nice spin move by Smith, but it doesn't fool the defender. Maybe a little early on that circle button press, I would guess. 2nd down and 3. Never actually played this game, just watched all of the matchups that were presented to you. That was such a good opportunity for the Tennessee defense to get off the field, but they could not do it. Unbelievable ability there by Emmitt Smith.
The pitch to the back. Nowhere to run.
And they're just going to keep feeding him. Smith with another touch, loses 4.
Handoff. No, it's a pass.
Play action pass. Overthrew his receiver in double coverage.
Ravens send a man in motion. Johnson.
3rd and 14. Johnson finds a receiver. Oh, what a huge conversion that was.
Their passing game finally has the defense second guessing. I think there was a coverage error on the catch. How can he be so strong this late in the game?
1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Looks like play action.
Play action pass, and that is a touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Chris, and certainly it's a little disappointing to their fans.
Baltimore, who's now scored 17 unanswered, extra point pending, takes the lead by 3.
Here's the extra point attempt.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 18-14 now. And all those on all 18 points coming in a row.
Thrown down by Holden.
So Tennessee has been the big play team throughout the day. That's the only way they've scored, or runs or passes over 40, 45 yards. Methodical drives are not their strong suit. That 2-point conversion coming in handy as well, and they're going to throw an interception here.
He corrals him at the 35-yard line. That's his
An
first
excellent opportunity for
interception of the
Baltimore to
game.
extend this to a
Baltimore
7-point game here.
Returned 4 interceptions, 4
Terrible.
touchdowns in 1993 and is capable of playing
Terrible
end zone
time for a turnover there.
pick.
3:11 to go in the fourth.
Pitch to Smith.
Smith tries to run outside, but dragged down by number 98. Pleasant's third tackle of the day goes for a loss of 3.
Defense would be getting a little tired.
Second down and 13 to go. Defense lines up looking to put some serious heat on the QB. Here's the pitch out.
Another pitch to Smith.
Forced back of the line. A 2-yard run by Smith.
Third down and 11. It's kind of gets set up in field goal range. It's going to be a long boot, about a 52-yarder. Try to get that to the 30, maybe make it a 47-yard field goal. Good news is they should take this down to the 2-minute warning before they run this next play.
11 for the first. At the 2-minute warning.
And that's how you would want to do it if you go back to the previous game. Didn't actually end up biting them in the keister, but that's what you're looking for. 3rd and 11. Hand the ball off. Big run by Smith. He almost got the first down. There is no excuse for that if you were the Tennessee defense.
Field goal unit comes on the field.
1 for 2 on the field goals today. Long of 36. This one is from
Straight
something.
down the middle.
Oh my goodness. Perfect.
It's good by at least 5 yards. That's his second field goal of the game.
Is what, 42, I think, on that one.
High and to the right.
So it is a touchdown game here, 21-14. Again, Baltimore has not given up any points since it was 14 zip, 21 and unanswered for the Ravens. 1:17 to go here.
Testaverde looks downfield.
Testaverde off the hands of the receiver and incomplete. That's probably a good incompletion for them. I was going to use too much time and not be worth nearly, not worth the very small amount of yardage they were going to get from it. Testaverde throws it, pushes it down the field. Oh, if he could have slipped that tackle, it would have been a big one. Instead, it's just a nice catch out to the 40. 1st and 10.
Going to make the coach a believer of your abilities and your desire to win.
I'll actually mark him down at the 39-yard line. Testaverde, a deep drop. Throws near sideline, and that should have been caught by the streaking receiver, but whatever. 80 left middle.
The offense have been going deep and going deep often.
The quarterback looks to pass.
It's a throw over the middle. Contested catch in traffic. It might be a little bit of a redundant statement, but a lot of traffic in the way. 1 touchdown separates these two teams.
Looking to throw.
Testaverde
Incomplete. Second down and 10 to
can't
go.
find a receiver down the near sideline.
Testaverde looks downfield.
Testaverde to the outside, finds a receiver.
They're down in 5. for the
He'll
first.
gain 5. It's 4 down territory here.
The quarterback looks to pass.
It's a nice little float. I like that play.
Stop.
I like the pass there. Mathis with a good job to come back to the ball.
First down. With less
Pick
than
up the
40
first down.
seconds to go in the game.
30 seconds here from the...
Testaverde looking to throw.
Oh, deflected. Beautiful defensive play there by Darren Sharper. Second pass defense of the game.
That pass could have been picked off, Tommy. The offense just got away with one right there.
You're right, Chris. They need to be smart with the football to have a chance to get the win.
Oh, that's going to be pass interference against the defense.
Hold on, there's a penalty.
Defensive pass interference.
He should have had that pick to seal the game. Wouldn't have mattered. Because they are going to give him the penalty. So this will set Tennessee up nicely.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
24 seconds to go from the 24. Play action pass. Testaverde deep to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. A game that actually maybe deserves to go to overtime because both teams have actually been pretty good. Baltimore has been the more consistent team, but Tennessee, they've come up with the big plays throughout the game, and they're none bigger right there than right there. How gutsy do you have to be to go for two in this situation, or do you just take the one regardless? Kick is up, kick is good. It started to drift to the right there.
That's his 3rd extra point in this game.
Baltimore took a weird way to get there. A field goal, a touchdown with a 2-point conversion.
Stop by Robinson. 1st and 10.
Another field goal in there somewhere? I forget. Yeah, 2 field goals.
Pass play. Caught with 2
6, no, maybe 2 touchdowns. I don't remember.
Timeout. Ravens. They have 2 remaining.
2 timeouts remaining for the Ravens. Good to know as they are up to the 32-yard line. They're going to need, maybe hopefully have time for one big play. Oh, that is not what you want. That feels like the drive killer. Right here, you have to get it to this spot on the opposite side of the field.
Pass play.
Oh, incomplete. That's it. That's, I mean, you might be able to get that.
Molds is awarded player of the game.
Being awarded the MVP is just icing on the cake for this
Eric
true
Molds.
professional.
Monster numbers today. 3rd down and 9.
Johnson looks downfield.
Intercepted.
Tackled at the 38-yard line.
That last second took forever to come off the clock.
Shows a 4-3.
I can't believe it.
The Titans send a man in motion.
Not the worst interception in the world.
Testaverde looks downfield.
Testaverde heaves it. It's long enough. It's incomplete.
It's a handout. Incomplete. At the end of regulation, tie ball game. The Titans 21, Ravens 21.
Wow.
Schroeder back to receive the kick.
From the goal line, up to the 20.
Tackled by Jones.
What a
First and 10.
wild finish that game had. And we're not even done because we're here in overtime, sudden death overtime. So if Tennessee kicks a field goal here, they will win without Baltimore even touching the football.
Uses his wheels.
Really should have broke that further outside. Looked like it was actually pretty well set up to be blocked.
2nd down and 5 to go. 4-3 defense for the Ravens. The pitch out.
Pitch to the outside. Somehow
Kyle
got through both of those defenders in their incredibly large hit boxes. Find some room to work with, and it's 3rd down and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Do we go? Does this game know to go to double overtime?
Pass play. Caught by number 86.
Oh, Todd Heap. He makes the catch to extend the drive, but he comes up with an injury.
This injury proves to be serious. It will be a real blow to their game plan.
The pitch to the back. Runs outside.
There was really nowhere for him to go, and then the
Second down and
Raven that made the tackle made sure of it. There were 3 guys stretching him toward the sideline and a 4th guy Said, you know what? I'm tired of this.
Testaverde drops back.
Oh, he spun out of bounds. He's actually going to lose a little bit of ground there. Third down and 5. Should be 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 2.
Against the pass. Quarterback drops back.
Testaverde makes another completion to convert another third down. To convert a third down or a first down.
Report from
Ooh,
the
Todd Heap has a broken arm.
by number 86. He's out for 1 to 3 weeks.
Might be out for the rest of the season. A broken arm might be a little easier to deal with if Tennessee can come away with a victory here.
Brought down on a shoestring tackle.
Nice catching
A 13-yard pass.
in between a couple of defenders there.
Catch of the game.
Now that is a testament to his physical ability.
Testaverde.
Oh no! Testaverde, it looked like he had the guy he was looking for, but underthrew it a little bit, and it's a terrific interception by Baltimore.
Quarterback never saw him make a break on the ball.
Johnson with the play fake.
Johnson
Brought down.
goes to the flat. Pirlo finds the
At the 38-yard
finds the
line.
ball carrier and tackles him after a gain of 5. Halfway through the first overtime period,
Johnson drops back.
Johnson overthrows everybody, and it's 3rd down and 5.
Johnson looks downfield.
So Baltimore's offense kind of just falling apart there. 5-yard gain,
Fourth punt of the game.
incompletion, and a no-yard gain. But that does keep the clock moving. Not able to do anything with the terrific effort on the interception. So instead, they'll punt it back to the Tennessee Titans, who will get about 10 yards on the return, up to the 33 or so, 32.
2 minutes to go in the game.
Okay, somebody has to win, because I don't know what this game is going to do. Oh, a nice
Shoestring tackle by Russ.
shoestring tackle there. Whitman with a nice catch out in the flat. I like that he just went right to it. Did a good job getting around the corner and up the field.
Testaverde.
Testaverde with a nice completion out near midfield. 7 tackles on the day for Ty Law.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
90 seconds to go. Tennessee feels like the team that's going to probably win this game. Actually moving the ball here in the overtime period, but it's off a defender's hand. Right as I compliment Testaverde, he goes, you know what? Would you like me to try throw an interception here? Would you like to try and speak words, John?
Draw play.
Draw play, beautifully blocked. Made a weird move there for some reason, but
First
still
and
pretty
10
nice on
at
the
40-yard line.
yardage there. Not really much of a reason here for Testaverde to throw the ball,
Quick drop.
which of course is what he does into double coverage and nearly throws a pick.
2nd and 10.
I mean, you need, from here it's a 57-yard field goal. 5 yards.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Oh, that should do it.
And more.
That should do it. That is a huge completion for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Okay, why are they not? Stop it.
Drops back.
Don't.
Caught by Whitman.
Oh my God.
He corrals him at the 17-yard
Baltimore State.
line.
This game is. I think this game is just. It's falling apart. It's not meant to be played this deep into the season. He almost missed that. Oh
That's his
my
first field goal
goodness.
today. The final score in overtime. The Titans 24.
What a game.
Ravens 21.
Now, part of me wanted to see what would happen if it needed to go to double overtime. Part of me also was very afraid of what would happen if it needed to go to double overtime. But a fantastic game comes to a close, 24-21. Much better game in the second game. Tennessee moves on, and we'll figure out who they play after these next couple of games are taken care of. Bucks Cowboys is who we're taking a look at next, and then we're going to watch the Falcons play the Packers here in Week 18 of Random Rosters Season 4. Season 5 begins in December. Season 6 begins in
Welcome to the playoff game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
April
and the Dallas
23rd, I want to say.
Tom Jackson.
December 5th, April 23rd, and then September 10th.
The Buccaneers fans have packed the
Will it be a new
stadium,
Madden
and
game?
the noise in
Probably
here
not,
is
because they're not going to
deafening.
change that at all.
You can feel the electricity up here down on
But
the
that is
field. These
that's a
players
long way to
are
go
in for a wild
to worry
game.
about seasons 5, 6, and 7. Let's just enjoy
Rain is
hopefully
beginning to
another
fall as
great
players
game
take the field for the kickoff.
The players are going to
for
need
this
to watch their footing down
this
there.
playoff, this wild card week.
The
Next week we'll
Cowboys
take a look at all the
line up for
divisional
kickoff.
games, and then we'll wrap up the following week with 2 championships, a Super Bowl,
We're underway.
This could end
and
up being one of the best games we've seen this year.
maybe the Pro Bowl, just for fun.
Stop by favorite. First down and 10 to go. Gerback. Quick
So Gerback throws out to the near sideline, and he completes a pass out to Terry Glenn.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line. 3 receivers set.
As we are here in a rainy Tampa Bay.
Ball to Bowie. A 1-yard run by Bowie. Third down and 3 for the first.
Nothing, no real room to work with there on that second down play. So 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. Gerbach over the middle, off the hands of the receiver and incomplete.
To improve on what is already good speed.
Let's see, on the NFC side, who's going to be waiting for these teams? Los Angeles.
Stop by Dyson.
The Giants?
First and
Los
10
Angeles and New York,
5-yard line.
I think.
Strong eye. 3 wide for the Cowboys.
Not wildly confident in that, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Not much going there for the first drive of the game.
Johnson. looking to
Johnson's
throw.
going to throw out to the flat. Nice completion out there. Big 15-yard gain for Pittman. That'll be
Michael Pittman has the speed.
just like that. They're in Buccaneers territory, the 49-yard line.
He gives the ball to
Pittman
Pittman
again getting a
by Porcher.
getting a touch, and that time he'll run for 9 off the right side. Robert Porcher with his first tackle of the day. 2nd down and 2. They'll give it a gain of 8. My apologies.
Go back to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense. He fakes the handoff.
Play action pass is intercepted. Terrific defensive positioning by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they take it away from the Cowboys. 1st and 10 from the 39. We don't usually see it. I mean, we usually see good defensive positioning like that, but we don't usually see it converted to an interception. Instead, it's
Pass deflected.
pass deflected or just kind of hits them.
That's his first pass defended today.
They won't be able to sustain many drives with low percentage throws like that one.
Here's the handoff.
Nice,
Tackled.
nice
at the
handoff. They're going to go
42-yard
toward
line.
the left side of the line.
2-yard run by Jackson.
Not a whole lot of room to work with. Give them a gain of 3 on the play.
7
3rd
at
down
the
and 7.
42-yard line. High formation, 2 tight ends for Tampa Bay. Gerback looking to
Gerback to the outside, or to the flat, I should say, right at the 40. He is just tackled immediately. That'll be 4th down and 9. So a great job by the Dallas defense to step up and hold them to 1 yard off of the turnover. The punt is away. It'll be returned from the 20-yard line. And up to the 31, depending. defensive backs there for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10. Bring in the nickel package.
Motion for the offense. Figured you'd maybe see a little bit more running here with the weather the way it is. Doing a good job getting Pittman involved here early. 2nd down and 9.
1-yard line.
Johnson just missed a receiver, but they're going to call pass interference on the defense.
Pass interference on number 59, defense.
It's an interesting call there.
He accepted.
I feel like we did not see a lot of pass interference penalties until the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Through the receiver to get the ball.
1st down and 10 to go. Deep I, 3 wide for the offense. Johnson.
Deep drop for Johnson and a deep throw. It's going to be picked off again.
Tackled at the 21-yard line.
Oh boy, do we have a repeat of the first game we watched today?
Tampa Bay ball.
See what happens here on Tampa Bay's, I want to say 3rd possession of the game. Gerback over the middle, finds a completed pass. Looked like it was kind of bobbled, but caught. They'll give him 8 on that, but yeah, 2nd and 1. That's what I thought we would see. I don't know why it does that.
Run or pass, the other will be able to feed off its success.
Deep drop for Gerback. He'll go down the right side, or near sideline, right to midfield with a nice completion. And it seems like maybe this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team getting into a bit of a rhythm offensively. Nice catch in traffic, and it's 1st and 10.
1st down and 10 to go.
From the handle.
To the strong side for the Buccaneers. Gerback looking to throw.
Gerback, ooh, overthrew everybody on that one. Wanted the big play down the sideline, but could not find the touch.
2nd down and 10 to go.
So 2nd and 10 with 1:17 to go in the 1st quarter. It's going to be a pitch near sideline. Gain of, probably give him about a yard and a half at best. Nowhere to go for the running back there. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9 for the 1st.
2nd time this Dallas defense has had to be on the field after a sudden change, and the 2nd time that they, well, just kidding. It was a little early on it. I like the little float pass over the middle. Seems like it gives the offense enough time to adjust to the ball, the receiver time to adjust to the ball, come back to it, pick up a 1st down. We'll go with a run play. Made the 1st guy miss, 2nd guy gets the tackle after a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. I thought that the Dallas defense would hold there, but a better play called by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gerback. Oh, and again finds a nice completion. One-handed snag inside the 15-yard line. And it is 1st and 10. As we're about to close out quarter number 1. One more play. Yes, one last play. It's going to be a run. About 6 yards there on that one. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are threatening to score through one. Couple of turnovers for the Dallas Cowboys. But still 0-0.
2nd down and 4 to go. 4 down linemen on D. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, I thought he had the touchdown. That was really well blocked up front to create a huge lane on the right side.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. He stacks the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff. He's in for the touchdown.
In for 6.
A 1-yard run for the
Tampa Bay takes advantage of the second takeaway of the day to get a touchdown lead. There's like a couple songs in this game that are like just a little bit off. Boom, clap, clap, boom. It's like, no, it's not Queen. We promise. We don't have to pay the rights. We don't have the money for it. We made this game for $8.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys from the 19-yard line. See if they can get a little bit more offensive rhythm going. They're going to go with a screen pass, and that one, it just doesn't work. That play is just, it's not made well or blocked well in this game. That was the rare time that the receiver was actually short of the blockers running out in front of him. But the blockers just overran the defenders. It was all kinds of a mess, and Jaravicius does a good job to pick up a good clump of yards to make it 3rd and very manageable at 3rd and 1.
4 down linemen on D. Johnson looks downfield.
Johnson. Ooh, a nice completion in traffic out near midfield. 3rd and 1, and with a big gain. I believe that's Joe Jaravicius again on the reception. Maybe not as contested as I thought it would be, but still a nice catch and still a good conversion on a 3rd and 1. 1st and 10 from near midfield. Johnson throws it, and I thought he had yet another completion. Instead, it's Darren Woodson with a terrific pass defense there, forcing a 2nd down and 10. Tries to find a little room up the middle, but Pittman is taken down right at the line, 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 for the 1st. Pass play.
Drops and throws. It's a short gain to midfield. The Tampa Bay defense does a good job to force a short completion, a good tackle immediately on reception. And 4th and 7 will bring out Mitch Berger for a punt. I believe it's his first of the game. The kick goes out of bounds. And the defense for the Dallas Cowboys has not even been shown yet. Take a look at these fine folks playing on that Dallas defense.
A 1st down with under
as we get set up for yet another Tampa Bay Buccaneers drive. 1st and 10 from the 15. 2:49 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Made the first guy kind of missed, maybe kind of slipped on something. I don't know. Field wet out there. Mario Edwards, 3rd tackle on the day. Does have 1 pass defense. It's a short gain of 1, and 1 feels like a generous number. They definitely rounded up on that one.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Ooh, really going for it, trying to get a pass out near midfield. Mario Edwards again, making his name known.
That one into very heavy coverage, Chris.
Looks like he had blinders on with that pass.
So it's 3rd down and 9. I'm going to go with a play-action pass. I don't know if Dallas really bought that at all.
That's his first pass defended today.
Okay, it was his first pass defended. It's like, there's no way that was the guy again. Who was he? That dude that played for Kansas City that was on the screen every 5 seconds? So Dallas's defense has played pretty well. They did let up the long touchdown drive, but other than that, they've kept him in check, especially with a couple of turnovers.
1st down and 10 to go.
And now they get to play the field position and set themselves up with really good opportunity here to score before the end of the half. 2:11 to go. 1st and 10 at midfield.
Pass play.
I think it's Rob Johnson. Yeah, Rob. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, sir. Right on cue. Rob Johnson. He's injured. So they're going to a backup quarterback. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That looked like it was, I think, a screenplay again.
3rd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And probably the one thing that I wish we got more of were the quarterback names and the quarterback stats.
Batch looking to throw.
Batch,
Now
Charlie
this
Batch.
offense is showing what it can do.
Interesting.
through the air.
The lineup to punt
He's
it away.
ineffective coming in for the injury. We'll see if we get an update on Rob Johnson. Could be the end of Dallas' season. Maybe they can figure out something at halftime if it's going to be an injury that's going to take a while to
The report from the sidelines.
heal.
Johnson out 1 to 2 weeks with a hip.
1 to 2 weeks. All right, Charlie Batch is going to be the guy going forward for the Dallas Cowboys.
He gives the ball to Jackson.
That's a nice run off the right side. This would be where you would want to see your defense probably be a little more aggressive, try to hurry some throws, force Batch into some mistakes. I don't think this game will really play it like that.
19-yard line.
Heck, I don't even know if
Deep guy.
something like Madden would play it like that. But it is 2nd down and 6.
Gerback. Quick drop.
Short throw to the outside, nothing
Goes
doing.
down at the 18-yard line. The Buccaneers
Quick timeout by Dallas, I like that. Before this 3rd down and 6. Oh, he overthrows the receiver. And very similar to what we saw
Punt it away.
in the previous game between Baltimore and Tennessee. A completion or a positive play that keeps the clock running to a quick snap. Nice timeout. Incomplete pass. You have 2 timeouts and ample time to work with.
Down by Valari.
117. That may have actually been the exact amount of time that they had, that the other team
First and
had.
10.
A very short drive for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is not what you want to see in this scenario. 1st and 10.
Quick drop.
Batch off the hands of the intended receiver, Fredrickson. Some nice stats on the line today for him. 2nd and 10. In Tampa Bay territory.
Draw play.
Goes with a handoff, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll call their 2nd timeout. 3rd down and 10.
Batch looking to throw.
Oh, short of the receiver there.
Batch's first
Easy pass defense there.
Anton Winfield may
And
not
we might be
be
looking at a couple of
qualified
teams that might not deserve to go
to his man
on to the next round. Or just teams that are not adjusting to the elements in hand. I mean, like, at hand, I guess would be the way to say it.
1st and 10.
They should just be running the ball more frequently. I understand there's only a minute left to go in the 2nd quarter. You want to try to be aggressive, 2-minute drill, yada, yada.
Back drop back.
But they're just not completing
By Kirk.
passes the way you would want them
Nice
to.
job of play calling. They set up that play nicely and have the defense off balance now.
Control the clock. Run the ball.
Pass play.
Stop giving your opponent extra opportunities with the ball. Your defense is only going to bend so far before inevitably a big mistake is made.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Oh, God.
Cowboys. They have
That's
one
their last
remaining.
timeout.
They can't bring him down.
Dallas doing such a good job playing the field position and winning the field position battle.
Put the momentum
They just
back
can't
on
get
each team's
anything
side.
positive going with this new quarterback.
The Cowboys send a man in motion.
No, they're going to go for it right away. The big Hail Mary play.
Looks down.
Batch does a good job to get it out of his hand quickly. It's into the end zone. It's incomplete.
As we go inside the number.
Not a lot of numbers to look at, or not good numbers to look at.
Seem to be attacking the right side of the field.
Batch looking to throw. Good defensive play.
Does he have a completion yet? I think maybe he has one for like a very short gain.
Batch dropped back.
Nightmare scenario for Dallas Cowboys fans out there, as they do actually come up with a reception there.
14-yard reception by
Honestly,
Anderson.
though, a nightmare scenario because they're going to run out of time before they can get the field goal off. Okay, so that checks out. That makes sense. 1 for 6, 2 for 5 on third down conversions. Both teams under 100 yards of offense each.
We're underway.
Getting the momentum going for your team
From inside the 5 up to the 20. He'll be tackled short of the 25-yard line.
1st and 10. Batch, quick drop.
Oh, God. Oh, God. With the backup quarterback, I feel like he should be running the ball more, but I guess not.
Batch, quick drop.
They're going for it. I mean, they're just, you just can't drop back and fire the ball all over the field. And the problem is you're behind the sticks here. It's going to make it very obvious what you want to do.
Pass play. He needs to invest in some stick'em. Incomplete.
Oof.
That's his 10th pass attempted today.
Boom, the receiver was surrounded by defenders that could have easily.
He has at least one completion. We saw it right before the half. And even then it was bad news because they were out of timeouts and they couldn't get the field goal unit on the field quickly enough.
Stop by McDonald.
Though there may have been just enough time if they had like a spike installed in some way. Tampa Bay. I like that. Just kind of start working this clock down. Clearly this offense isn't really going to do a whole lot for Dallas. You probably want to get another score before you start really like just milking the clock down, but ooh, that's a big hit on Gerback.
Hey, sometimes an offensive lineman just simply gets beat.
I think with their inability to move the ball, can't let them accidentally get completions. Oh my God. These are my least favorite games to watch. I hate watching these games in this game. They don't make adjustments. Just run the flippin' ball. It's raining. The run game should be your primary concern. It doesn't make any adjustments to call different plays with a backup quarterback in the game. And Gerback on the other side for the Buccaneers isn't completing anything. This sucks.
The pitch to Pittman. Runs outside. A 10-yard run for the first down.
See what happens when you run the ball?
Excellent pair of hands out of the backfield.
The Cowboys send a man in motion.
That may have been a completed pass, but I don't remember.
Batch, quick drop.
Hits like that make me happy I was never a receiver in the NFL.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. Defense stacks the line with 8 in the box. Batch drops back.
Batch, a big throw, wide open receiver down the field, and this is what you don't want to do. This is why you want to start taking time off the clock. There's the mistake I'm talking about. Obviously, it didn't go for a touchdown, so it's not a monster mistake, but
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
they're in field goal range. They can beat you with 3 field goals.
Batch looks downfield.
Wow, even a broken screenplay worked well for Michael Pittman there. 4th catch of the day.
By Pittman. That's his 4th pass reception of the game.
2nd down and short, inside 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tampa Bay leads Dallas 7-0. And went off a play action pass over the middle of the field across his body. That is normally a big no-no, but he made it work that time. Jaravicius picks up his 3rd reception of the day, and it's 1st and 10 in the red zone to 14.
For the Buccaneers. Quarterback drops back.
Ooh, off the hands. I think it was off the hands of the defender there.
Let's go inside the numbers. Tommy, what do you think of the game so far?
The offense seemed to have a game plan that attacks the right side.
33. 33.
Second and 10. Handoff left side. Good job by the Buccaneers defender to get off the block and make a stop on Anson. Anderson, Anthony? I forget the last name. I'm blanking. I got distracted. Got another injury there. That should have been picked. That was such a good defensive play there. Got right in front of the receiver, batted it away. A little bit better on the hand side of things and could have come away with an INT. That should have been a blocked field goal. How did he miss that?
First field goal today.
Somehow Vanderjack was too slow. The jump was early. That was actually, I watched the Packers-Steelers game the other day. And the blocked extra point that really ended up being a key. Pulled abdomen for Williams.
Should be out 2 to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks, so his season likely done. Oh my gosh, a deep drop. Stop it.
Good defensive play. Incompletion.
What are the stats for the quarterbacks going to be in this game? They're going to be awful. Anyway, the blocked extra point, it's a terrific defensive play off the end, and it's exactly why they moved the extra point back to the 15-yard line, so that it's more exciting and creates different types of endings instead of it being, kind of a gimme, But watching it live, it just felt like it was such a slow, snap to, getting the hold. Everything about the play felt slow. So when Carlson, I think is the last name of the kicker for the Packers, went to boot, I was like, yeah, no surprise that was blocked. That looked like it's just a glacier moving. Oh my goodness.
Stop by right.
So Dallas could play the field position game here and win. If Batch just doesn't make any big mistakes, because this Tampa Bay team is not doing a good job at adjusting and putting themselves into a good position to win this game. As a big Packers fan, obviously it's been kind of a rough season. Watching a team that's 3-6, not always fun. I've been blessed for literally my entire cognizant life of good football from that team. I've been kind of cursed as far as the Washington State Cougars have been concerned. The Cougars have balanced it out nicely. Every once in a while they're good, but you always kind of brace for the disappointment. Not this kind of disappointment, because Washington State was 4-0. They were the 13th ranked team in the country, and I don't know what has happened. They've lost 6 games in a row. They got thumped by Arizona 44-6, and it was all downhill from there. They beat Wisconsin. They beat a ranked Oregon State team. Top 15 team, and they just have not won since. It is wild. They might genuinely go 4-8 after winning their first 4 games of the season. But I say that to just kind of go, it hasn't been I'm not sitting here picking just winning teams all the time. I love the Cougars. Love the Washington State Cougars. They are not a consistently good football team. They are a consistently kind of frustrating team to watch. And obviously, like I said, Green Bay, they're 3-6, not the most entertaining team to watch, but I enjoyed what I saw from Jordan Love. He pushed the ball down the field, I thought, pretty well. He made some good, smart plays. Toward the end of the game, he kind of just shorted one right at the end, but Aaron Jones had a poor decision to run it back toward the middle of the field instead of out of bounds. Or what I thought he should have done, which is just not touch the ball at all. Just bat it down. It's an incomplete pass. Sure, you don't get any yardage, but you're not going to get anything anyway. They burned a lot of time there, and he just kind of short-armed the final throw to the end zone. Obviously, if they get that extra point, it's just a field goal. They probably tie the game, force it into overtime. But like Jordan Love's not been benched like Mac Jones has been 3 times this season. There aren't constant questions like there are about Zach Wilson. Like, it's not great, but it's a young team that's dealing with injuries. They're figuring it out. There have been some bright spots. They won a game against New Orleans that they probably shouldn't have won. They lost a game against Atlanta that they probably should have won. Like, I don't know if he's going to be the next Hall of Fame quarterback for Green Bay or whatever, but you can't write him off after 9 games like that. There are far worse quarterbacks playing football right now than Jordan Love. And that's a fact. Chicago is stuck with Justin Fields for 3 years now and have done like nothing. Like nothing. So I thought there were some real bright spots. They were in the game the whole time. Look, I do not like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've never liked the Pittsburgh Steelers. I respect the hell out of and love Mike Tomlin. And I think when you bring up, somebody had tweeted about, like, when you look at the stats that like Mac Jones has, you really respect what Pete Carroll's been able to do to have consistent winning football with like quarterback transition. You got to put Mike Tomlin's name up in that conversation. For him to be able to maintain, he's never had a record under 500. Never. In his like decade and a half. And they've gone through some quarterback changes and shifts.
A 10-yard run by Anderson.
That dude,
The whole defense is going to have to get more involved. And
incredible, unbelievable.
Or the ball is going to keep
Now I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. And terrible towel is the stupidest thing in the world. Okay, it's dumb. Waving a towel around like an idiot. Come on. He caught that. They threw it.
An 11-yard pass.
I don't want either of these teams to advance. We're in the same exact scenario with Buffalo and Oakland. Both of these teams have been garbage. Both of Tampa Bay and Dallas, garbage. And the Dallas Cowboys are going to find a way to win this football game because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, much like the Buffalo Bills, called stupid play after stupid play after stupid play after stupid play. They never got anything going. Minus the 1 touchdown drive. And they're going to lose at home to a team that's arguably looked worse than them. But you give them too many opportunities and they figure it out.
Running play. Tackled by Plummer. A 5-yard run by Bowie. 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers had a man in the slot. 28. Gerback. Quick drop.
Oh, there's Gerback finding a receiver out near the 40.
Even though Terry Glenn might not be the biggest guy on the field,
This game really should not go into overtime.
and has good enough hands to make the
Please do not go into overtime.
Gerback. Looks down.
Gerback with a throw deep down the far sideline. John Lynch is going to get a pass defense here. I feel like this game is just taking forever.
earlier in the game.
It is taking forever. So many incomplete passes. Oh, and another one. Okay, what are the stats for these quarterbacks? 5 for 9 for Johnson. 8 for 23. 8 for 23. 12 for 25. Heinous. Disgusting. Unacceptable. Trash.
Pass play
Oh my God.
by Edwards. That's his first pass defended today.
Maybe the quarterback should try looking off the cover.
There's a good opportunity here for Dallas to start running the clock down. It's kind of the same thing. You go with Tampa Bay. You probably want to score one more time, cushion that lead out just a little bit. But I think with the backup quarterback, I don't think Charlie Batch is really that bad of a quarterback. I don't know exactly. I want to say Batch played for the Steelers, but I'm not 100% sure.
3 minutes to go.
But I don't know how long he would have been in the league. But I like to see them just turn around, run the ball,
A 1-yard run by Pitt.
start working the clock down. Tampa Bay has not shown an ability to consistently complete passes to work their way down the field. If you give up the tie, your defense has played really well, minus 1 touchdown drive. Or maybe not even. They've played really well, period. They only gave up 1 touchdown so far.
2nd and 9.
Now they will have to take the snap because there are only 10 seconds on the play clock. So they'd have to take it before the 2-minute warning. Pittman with a really nice run there. Good vision to bounce it toward the outside. Cut back in. Try to find the line to gain, and he'll get inches short.
At the 2-minute warning, the Cowboys.
So 10-7 here, 2 minutes to go. I don't think either of these teams are going to beat whoever they'd have to face in the next round.
Keep it on the ground.
Oh, that's a really nice defensive play. It's a really nice defensive play. I thought Pittman was going to have it easily, but Dwight Johnson comes up with his 3rd tackle of the day to force a 4th and 2.
Here's their 6th punt today. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. 5 wide receivers for the Buccaneers.
One of the better run backs we've seen on a punt return today, and of course he runs out of bounds for some reason. Overthrows the receiver. Stop me if you've heard that before. Goodness gracious.
So far, Tom.
The offense haven't been shy airing out the ball.
As long as the game doesn't go to overtime, I think I'll be all right. I keep recording these like late at night because I'm like, oh, this will be fine. And then it often doesn't. Terry Glenn, 6 catches on the day. Seems surprising that he would be able to catch that many balls that have been thrown 15 yards over his head. Gets the ball out of his hand just in time. Calls a timeout.
They have 2 remaining.
They're probably 15 yards away from field goal range. And keep in mind, probably should have been a blocked field goal in this game. How did you throw? You threw it to where 2 receivers were standing and you missed both of them. Incredible inaccuracy from Gerbach, the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pitch to throw, and it's off the hands. Okay. All right. 8 tackles. That's your game MVP. That's how bad this game has been. That's his only stat line. 8 tackles. That's it. No pass defenses, no interceptions, no forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, nothing. 8 tackles. That gets you game MVP in this turd of a game. And that is a nice catch, Terry Glenn. Making a nice grab toward the outside. And they are going to go for a 51-yard field goal here. If they are smart, which this game is often not, they will wait. Okay. I didn't even get to finish the sentence. It's no good. It's no good. Oh my gosh.
Timeout, Buccaneers. They have 1 remaining. Timeout, Buccaneers. They have none remaining.
Unbelievable. The Dallas Cowboys are going to advance to the divisional round with a 10-7 win. Charlie Batch. Why do you play for Detroit, maybe? He also possibly could have played for both teams.
That's the game.
Wow.
Dallas Cowboys advance to the next round of the
Wow.
playoffs. So, this is Chris Berman.
That's
for
not a
Tom
positive
Jackson
wow. That's
saying
just an
so
astonished,
long.
thank God
See
we're
you
done with this garbage wow. Okay. All right. It's 10-7. So we've had two, I would argue, duds of the games. And now the interesting bit of it is that both of those games have been in inclement weather. Inclement weather. The only good game was Tennessee and Baltimore, which was not in any sort of bad weather. Green Bay, not always the most hospitable place in January of the year, could provide another maybe not super great weather game. See what we get here is the Falcons and the Packers
Playoff game between
playing a winter wonderland in Lambeau.
and the Atlanta Falcons. Chris Berman here with Tom Jackson. Welcome to today's game on ESPN. Tommy, what kinds of things are you expecting to see in this game?
The Packers fans have packed the stadium, and the noise in here is deafening. There's no tomorrow for the loser of this one. Either you win or you're packing your bags.
Thanks, Tom. The players take the snow-covered field.
I expect to see a lot of slipping and sliding going on down there today.
Hatchet set to receive the kickoff. We're underway.
I love the beginning of a football game as the excitement is in the air and the teams can't wait to get out and hit each other.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line. The D shows a 4-3. Brooks looks downfield. A 4-yard pass to Strong. That's his first pass reception today. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line. Brooks looking to throw. Third down and 3 for the first. The D shows a 4-3. The quarterback looks to pass. A 2-yard pass to number 28.
You know, Chris, I predict they'll be using that pass to set up the run.
Stop by Ambrose.
A quick 3-and-out there for the Green Bay Packers. It was fourth and short.
10 to go.
I think nowadays you would probably see teams go for it, but you didn't 20 years ago. So Atlanta will start with their first possession of the day. Pitch, but nowhere to go. He'll actually be dropped for a big loss. Starks with a nice tackle. 3 yards, maybe not as big as I thought it would be, but still a 3-yard loss.
The Falcons
Snowy weather here in Green Bay, unsurprising.
will keep it on the ground.
Well, that is a massive run off the left side for Marshall Falk in this one. I thought it was done, but
Third and
work
3
done,
at the
but
33-yard line.
incorrect. So third down and 3.
Pass play.
Throws near side, tipped away. And that'll be an incomplete pass.
That's his first
Fourth
pass
down
defense
coming up, so
today.
both teams 3-and-out on their first drive.
He's shaking his head after witnessing that effort.
brought down by Kelly. First and 10.
So possession number 2 for Aaron Brooks and the Green Bay Packers.
Running play.
Nice run off the right side. All kinds of room to work with.
At the
Number
45-yard line.
28, Bayaka. Oh, never mind.
Number 28 gets
Buckhalter.
first down. Great
Bayaka
use of
Patuka, I
blockers on that
believe
play.
played for Cincinnati. I was ready. I was excited to say the name.
Long day for the defense.
Now that I understand how to pronounce it, as far as this game pronounces it, could be way wrong, but
Strong in
I
traffic.
can't help it. Max Strong, already 3 catches on the day.
Not only could that ball have been
And that's
knocked
a
down,
nice
but it honestly
completion
should
there
have
to
been
get first and
intercepted.
10 yardage. And get inside Atlanta territory.
Quarterback drops back.
Oh, it's intercepted at the 2. He spins and finds some room up the middle of the field, and he'll advance the ball all the way up to the 22-yard line.
Atlanta ball.
Ball just a little overthrown for the receiver, and the defender comes away with a nice interception. And first and 10
Banks. Quick drop.
off the hands and incomplete. We'll take a look at the Green Bay Packers defense. We'll get you set for all the games next week after this one is complete. A couple of duds so far, but that Tennessee-Baltimore game, a very good matchup.
Down lineman on D.
Green Bay makes the first mistake in this one. See if their defense can kind of bail them out a little bit.
Here's the run.
We'll go with a run. Nice job clogging up the hole. Win.
A
First
1-yard
tackle
run
of the day.
by Falk. They close that hole up quickly. Wow.
Absolutely. Shut it down.
The Falcons.
Third down and 10. Motion from the top to the bottom of your screen. They're going to go with that Hail Mary play. This doesn't usually work out when it's not at the end of the half, but because Green Bay only rushed 3, it is perfectly fine
Defender lined it up.
for the Atlanta Falcons to just bomb one down the field for some reason.
Comes their second
It's an
punt of the
incomplete
game.
pass and 4th and 10 coming up. Spin move at the 45 doesn't do a whole lot of good, and he'll be taken down. Interesting that the Green Bay Packer logo is outlined in white on this field. Typically now it's outlined in yellow.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. The Packers send a man in motion.
Perfect video game, by the way.
Brooks. drops
Brooks out to the flat. Nice reception there.
back. An 11-yard reception by number 28.
You
Buckwater.
know, Chris, this quarterback said
Buck
he had a
Halter.
great week of
Buck
practice,
Halter.
but he can't do it all by himself.
With a nice catch there. Good decision by Aaron Brooks. And I like when they throw the ball to the flat. It's either like right on line or a little bit forward so that the running back isn't catching it 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And then using a bunch of time to get up to the line of scrimmage where the defender's like, okay, we'll meet you here.
Second down and 8 to go. High formation for the
One
Packers.
catch, 0 yards, 6 yards after the catch. It's like the most confusing stat line.
The quarterback looks to
They
pass.
send everybody. A screenplay is the perfect call.
Pass by Brooks.
Strong is getting so many touches here through the air. 4 catches already. And just does get enough for a first
and 10
down.
At the 31-yard line.
30 seconds to go here in a quick-paced first quarter. They'll run it off the left side. Buckwater. Nope. Halter.
Second and
Nope.
5
I'm all turned
at the
around. I don't know what it is.
26-yard line.
Not water.
Down lineman on D.
Shoot. It's a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5.
Brooks.
Brooks, quick pass.
A 1-yard pass by Brooks.
Attache.
Time
Attaché?
expired before the snap. Score at the end of the first quarter. Tie
It's a
ball
busy
game.
first quarter, an effective first quarter for
Nothing,
both
Falcons,
teams.
nothing.
Working in the run, completing passes. I know,
Down and
weird.
4 for the first. Weak eye for the offense.
Thank God the last game did not go to overtime. That would have been miserable for all of us.
Quick drop.
Quick drop and a quick throw. Step back, 1, 2, 3, and it was ripped out of his hand. Rod Smith with a nice catch there to set up 1st and 10 at the 20. Chris Berman, stop correcting me. We're on the 20. I don't know. The yard markers are weird. Everything about this game is weird. Draw play.
Thrown down by Randall.
And I'll give him probably 4. John Randall.
2nd down and 7 to go.
Brooks, a float pass over the middle into a bit of traffic. If he throws that a little bit more to the left, he has a receiver coming across the middle that might have worked better for him. Lucky to get that one just knocked to the turf instead of intercepted again. 3rd down and 7. It's a short pass out to the flat. Can't quite get around the edge to get the 1st down, but still does get the reception. That'll work the clock down a little bit as they set up for the field goal attempt on a 4th and 3. I was going to say, unless they're absolute mad lads. Jason Hansen of Washington State, 10th year pro, coming out here to hopefully knock through the first points of the game for the Packers. Kick is up, kick is good. Go, Pack, go.
The Packers line up for the kickoff. High and to the left.
From the goal line. Brings it out to the 20 on a nice run back. One of the best run backs we've seen all season. Gets all the way up to the 32-yard line. I thought he might actually spring that one maybe for 6 or at least into Packers territory. Banks almost throws an interception, but it's just deflected.
31-yard line.
Play action pass on a 2nd and 10, and that one is intercepted. I went a little too excited, a little too high with the voice there, and I just ran out of octave.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A near miss, and then it turns into a pick on the very next throw. Great opportunity for Green Bay to put some more points on the board. 3.5 to go in the 2nd quarter into a pretty congested area.
12-yard reception by Hatchett. That's his 3rd catch this game.
Boomer.
It says Hatchet? Hatchet's the name? Okay. I was putting a little flourish on there. 1st and 10, right on the edge of the red zone. I think he had the pattern he wanted, and he was looking for the space. I think it was correct. It's just a better defensive play there. Excellent recognition to get the hand up. Brooks to the end zone, but overthrows everybody. 3rd down and 10. Quickly 3rd down and 10 here. Rod Smith in motion. Going with a draw play. Tries to find some wiggle room up the middle, but just nowhere to go. Darrell Russell that time. Picks up a tackle. A couple of QB knocks. And Jason Hansen will come back out on the field. Going to turn the turnover into points, and no good. It's off the upright. Dang. I thought it might go kind of over the top of the thing, but didn't look like it was a great kick off the foot. And the turnover turns into nothing for this Packers offense.
Second and 8 at the 28-yard line. They'll run the play out of the pro set. Ball to ball. They're down in 4 for the 1st.
Atlanta gets the ball snapped before the 2-minute warning. A good defensive stand there by Green Bay. And they'll get the ball back with a little under 2 minutes to go. Ashley Ambrose with his 2nd tackle of the afternoon. And they'll punt it from the 36-yard line. Well, they'll stab it from the 36. They'll punt it from the 18 or 20, I guess.
A first down with under 2 minutes to go in the half.
So from the 31, Green Bay takes over with a 3-point lead.
Quarterback drops back.
That throw out to the flat. It's going to lose him a couple.
At the 27-yard line.
Give him a loss of 3.
Second down and 13 to go. The Packers set up their West Coast offense. Brooks looks downfield.
Couple of quick passes for Brooks on this. Is a loss of 3 and a gain of 6. Third down and 7.
Brooks dropped back.
Nice completion there and a quick timeout with 1:13 to go. I like that timeout. Hold it until you get the first down and then go from there. Back into Falcons territory. Green Bay with the 1st and 10 at the 48. Oh, they're going with the Hail Mary pass. It doesn't usually work out. Brooks gets it out of his hand quickly. Throws it toward the end zone, and it is deflected. There was a player just not looking the right way at all.
There's risky passes and then
just stood there.
He had no business trying to thread that needle.
Second down and 10.
Brooks dropped back.
Oh my goodness. Second time it's looked like Brooks has had what he's wanted from the receiver and the gap in the defense. But the second time that a defender has made just a terrific play on the ball to bat it away. Brooks with a quick drop. Throws to the flat. This game is so dumb. This game is so dumb. Why would you run out of bounds to give them extra time on the clock?
Punt rolls out of bounds.
It's a good punt, though, by Straczynski. 1st and 10 from the 11. Play action pass. Overthrows everybody, even though he had a receiver streaking up the right side. They don't have a...
Haven't gotten anything going passing the ball.
That can't possibly be right. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, just kidding. It is correct. 0 for 6. Goes with a draw play. He bounces it outside, up past the 20, and dropped after he gains enough for the first down.
If you call central casting and ordered an NFL running back.
The Falcons send a man in motion. Banks drops back.
Nice deflection there by number 51, Takeo Spikes.
Takeo Spikes possesses the type of explosiveness and awareness that makes him a great inside linebacker.
Quarterback drops back.
There's nothing more intimidating than that kind of hit.
3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd down and 10.
The pitch to the back.
Oh my goodness. Pitch pass to no one. Okay, these teams are kind of falling apart here a little bit. Part of it is the game. It's not a bad run back. Green Bay just needs one good play down the sideline. 15, 20 yards here. Probably closer to 20.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Throwing over the middle.
Tackled by Crockett.
Now 5 seconds.
They have one remaining.
1 timeout remaining. They don't have to go. They're going to go with the final, the Hail Mary play.
Brooks looks down.
Brooks. Is it going to get to the end zone? It's not. It's short. 26 total yards for the Atlanta Falcons. All of it on the ground. Not a great game. I would have actually liked to have seen Green Bay throw it a little bit shorter. You have 5 seconds to work with. It's very tight. It's a very tight window. But you just try to go like 10 yards out, go down as quickly as possible, pop a timeout. Maybe try another field goal. They have missed one already today.
10 at the 22-yard line. Throw set, receiver in the slot for the Falcons.
But it's 3-0 Green Bay here in our 4th and final wild card weekend game.
Quarterback looks to pass.
He still does not have a completed pass. They have no yards through the air.
Banks looking to throw.
There's the first completion of the day for him. ESPN comes up with his first reception of the day. 3rd down and short. Oh, a quick throw to the outside. Green Bay does not try to jump the route. Those have been surprisingly effective throughout the day. Usually, like I've said several times, those are the routes that the defenders jump the most. But it's worked in the favor of the Atlanta Falcons. And if you're the Green Bay Packers, you've been able to hold them down for the entire first half through the air. You can't start letting them get completions now. 25 yards on 7 carries for Marshall Faulk. 2nd and short.
Here's the run. He gets the first.
It's a nice run.
A 7-yard run by
Oof. Atlanta made some nice changes in the locker room. And they're off to their most successful drive so far. They might have their entire offensive output in the first couple plays of this drive from the first half. That was not a clean way to say that, but
brought down by Schultz. 5-yard reception by Falk.
They're getting Falk involved. They've got a couple of completions here, getting into some rhythm.
To go. Weak eye, 2 tight ends for the Falcons.
Pitch outside. Green Bay does a good job to read it, stretch it toward the sideline. First guy slipped, but Dwayne Rudd was there to pick up his 3rd tackle on the day. 3rd down and 8. Big play. Quarterback finds Falk, but Falk's going to be about 3 yards short of the line to gain. They'll say 4th and 2. And unfortunately, it'll be another punt for the Atlanta Falcons, who have by far their best drive. By far. And not a terrible punt. That'll go out of bounds right around that 10-yard line. So Green Bay's going to have to drive quite the distance. I'll call it the 13. Brooks throwing. Far sideline, finds a receiver for a big gain. That is a 35-yard gain. Ooh, wow, right on the money. Out to about the 48, 49-yard line. Nice timing on the jump, which we don't typically see in this game. A lot of the attempts at like a reaching, jumping catch are just super early. So 1st and 10. Quick throw out to the flat. It's a nice short gain into Falcons territory. Vance with his 3rd tackle of the afternoon. 3-yard gain sets up 2nd and 7. Draw play off the right side. It's a good job to fall forward for some extra yardage. And a big gain sets up 3rd and very manageable 3rd and 2.
Packers send a man in motion. Brooks looking to
Short throw to the outside, and it feels like just a misread there. I would have liked to have seen a run. Brooks has had a couple where it looked like he's had the receiver he's wanted, but just a better defensive play by Atlanta has not allowed the pass to get there. But that one he just missed. The defender was all over it. I think he overthrew the receiver a little bit. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10 for Atlanta. Banks throws the interception. This is a massive play for Green Bay. He ran it right to the middle of the field. Gets clobbered by, I believe, Marshall Faulk. And that's going to set Green Bay up in pristine field position in the red zone. 1st and 10. Oh my goodness. Monster loss there. It's going to be 2nd down and 18. Well, actually, second down and 16.
Into the backfield to make that tackle for a loss.
Wow. They're going to go with another pitch like they didn't learn their lesson. They'll gain almost all the yards they got, or they lost back. 3rd down and 11. Yeah, 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Brooks with a short pass. That at least will keep the clock moving. It's a really good job by this Atlanta Falcons defense to take advantage of the play that just does not work for the offense. Pitching it to the outside. Tackled pretty much immediately. Big loss. Don't give up any yards. Force the field goal attempt. He's already missed one today. They're going to call that no good.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That is a monster miss for the Green Bay Packers. It remains 3-0. 2 missed field goals. And we are heading to the 4th. It's a 1-score, 3-point game.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Packers lead by 3.
You gotta make those kicks, especially the second one, or the third one. The second kick, the first miss.
1st and 10 at the
okay, it's a little far. You hit the upright. You know, that one sailed over the top, and they called it no good.
It's downfield.
Banks off the hands of the receiver and incomplete. 3 pass defenses, an interception, some good return yards. Set them up with such a fantastic opportunity to push this lead out a little bit further. Draw play. Big hole right side. Met right about the line to gain, but we'll see where they mark it.
3rd and inches.
3rd down and short.
6-yard line.
Oh, they're going with a quarterback keeper. Rare time it seems like that one's actually worked. 3 yards on the carry.
1st and 10.
Usually it seems like the quarterbacks get caught up on the blockers, and it's just a disaster.
Quarterback drops back. Brought down by Schultz.
And a screenplay actually working? What? Schultz, 3rd tackle of the day.
2 to go. The D shows a 4-3.
Second down and 2. That's a nice completion deep in Packers territory. This is not a good look for Green Bay. 1st and 10 from the 15. 3:41 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Looks like play action.
Ooh, everybody jumped way too early.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line. Far formation for Atlanta. Banks looks downfield.
Oh my goodness.
13-yard reception by Wall.
Atlanta's going to win this football game, aren't they? Green Bay just did not do enough to push this lead out to keep Atlanta at bay. It's been a much different Atlanta team here in the second half. They had like 26 total yards, something like that, in the first half, all on the ground. But they've been able to get the passing game going a little bit. The running game's been nice. That simultaneously, that should have probably been an interception. And then when he missed that, it probably should have been a touchdown. Short pass. Good drive on the ball there by the Green Bay defense. And that is going to hold them to a field goal. That's where you kind of look for those hands. You wish they were a little bit better, because it just seems like the game just runs in front and just goes, I'm just going to block it. try to get the hands up there, we'd see a lot of interception touchdowns. But with 3:08, we are all knotted up at 3. Green Bay with 2 missed field goals on the day.
Thrown down by Kelly.
Brian Kelly's second tackle of the game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. High formation, 2 tight ends.
33.
Pass play. Caught by Harris.
Brooks with a quick completion. Now, Buckley did have the interception earlier in this game.
The D shows a 4-3.
Brooks tried to look like he was going to roll out of the pocket there, but instead got hit for a pretty big loss. I think he had a loss of 6 there. 3rd and 12.
Pass play. Caught.
Oh, man, without that sack, that's a really nice catch by Rod Smith. Would have got him the first down, but the sack is the difference. It'll force a punt on 4th and 3 as we near the 2-minute warning. Of the games that have not been particularly great offensively or scoring-wise, this one's been the best of those 3. Green Bay's done a good job at actually moving the ball up and down the field. It's been the special teams that's failed them. And Atlanta's looked like a completely different team coming out here in the second half. And it's a lot easier to swallow when you kind of, I don't know why I'd use that term, but it's a lot easier to deal with when at least Atlanta was running the ball a little bit. So it wasn't just like 3 passes, nothing. It was they were mixing in a little bit of run, which helps milk the clock just a little bit more. 2:01 to go here. Over the play action pass. Banks. Oh my goodness. That might be it. He's not going to get there. It's a touchdown.
Nice play call. They knew just who to go to. And
oh my goodness. Somehow that was not deflected. And you're going to see one guy is going to take a shot at a shoestring tackle and it blocked everybody up.
The Falcons line up for the extra point.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
That's his first extra point today. The kickoff.
This was right around the time the mythos of Green Bay at home was probably at its strongest. They haven't played particularly well, like especially in the playoffs. I think they were like undefeated at Lambeau between the 60s and through Favre's tenure up until Michael Vick came in and ran all over him. Green Bay's always had trouble with mobile quarterbacks. That's a really nice one-handed grab. You go back to Michael Vick. You go back to a couple times they faced Colin Kaepernick as well. But Vick was the first guy who really broke the mythos of the frozen tundra. Brooks, another nice completion there. 1:29 to go. Rod Smith's third grab of the day. Brooks over the middle. He had the receiver, but the hit jarred it loose. Eric Vance for the first pass defense of the game for him. Second and 10. Brooks takes the snap. He's going back over the middle. He'll find a completion at the 39-yard line. Dan Campbell.
First down and 10 to go. The D shows a 4-3.
Brooks again throwing the ball.
He hit him so hard it would have taken
Man,
a miracle to hang
hit
on to
and
that ball.
out of the hands again. So we saw that last time we saw that it was a completion. We'll see what it is this time. Brooks again from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Deep ball right side deflected. And Crockett with 7 tackles and pass deflection today, or pass defense, I should say.
Running those routes.
3 receivers, top side of your screen, 3rd down and 10. Green Bay is not quite done yet. Oh, and they can't hold on to the ball.
Now that defender had no intention of going for the ball. He wanted to punish the receiver.
4th down and 10. Brooks throws, fires it over the middle, and he hit a defender. 4 incomplete passes. Now, Green Bay's going to get bailed out because this game is very weird. It does not recognize that they need to pick up a 1st down, so they're just going to run it, or they're going to kneel it 3 times. But I believe Green Bay has 3 timeouts.
They have 1 remaining.
1 remaining. So they're not out of this game just yet, and they'll get the ball back with about 35 seconds or so.
Timeout, Packers. They have none remaining.
So 2 of the more frustrating pieces of clock management kind of coincide. We'll see. Oh, we didn't actually get much of an opportunity to.
The Player of the Game award
5 tackles, 3 passes defended, and an interception.
That's something special.
Pass play.
Oh my goodness, almost intercepted. 5 incompletions in a row here for Aaron Brooks.
The quarterback looks to pass. Incomplete pass.
What is happening?
3rd down.
See, this is where it's the most frustrating. They just throw the ball. It's just like going nowhere.
Quarterback drops back.
Oh, the passing in this game is infuriating. It's infuriating. This is what we saw for like the entirety of the Cowboys Buccaneers game.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Brooks, one last gasp, and that will do it. So Aaron Brooks throws 8 incompletions in a row. Atlanta gets a very weird long play. I'm really surprised that was not deflected or did not hit the defender in any way. And Atlanta is going to knock out Green Bay. As a fan, very irritated. 3 of these games have had teams that probably don't deserve to win. And 2 missed field goals for the Green Bay Packers completely changed the complexion of this game, especially when you go down that final stretch of that final drive, not the last drive, but the final drive where they were in Atlanta territory. Instead, with 3 timeouts, you can run the ball a little bit, try to get into a position where you can kick a field goal, but the special teams doomed the Packers. A Washington State Cougar kicker doomed the Packers. So there you go. They couged it somehow in a professional setting. The Raiders beat the Bills 6-3. Worst game of the day by far. Titans beat the Ravens 24-21 in the best game of the day by far. The Cowboys over the Buccaneers 10-7. And the Falcons over the Packers 10-3. Eric Mullins, your AFC offensive primetime player. 2 touchdown receptions on 146 receiving yards, 60 yak. Chris McAllister had 3 interceptions, 6 tackles, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery in his game. He was a primetime player, but they lost by 3 because their offense was inept. And Morton Anderson, 2 field goals and 1 extra point for the Baltimore Ravens. Not. Okay, whatever. On the NFC side of things, David Terrell had 64 receiving yards, 55 after the catch, and 1 touchdown reception for the Falcons in their victory over the Packers. Dwan Starks, he had 5 tackles, an interception, and 3 passes defended in the loss against the Falcons. And then Mike Vanderjagt, 1 field goal, 1 extra point for the Dallas Cowboys. Moving on to the divisional round, we have an AFC West rivalry renewed here in the playoffs. Raiders taking on Kansas City. Then we're going to watch the Titans take on the Patriots. The Falcons will play the Rams in an NFC West matchup. And the Cowboys will play the Giants in an NFC East matchup. So the Patriots and Titans, the only teams not playing a divisional matchup for the third time this season. Next, that doesn't even say Sunday. Next Tuesday, 6 a.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. You can catch those games and all kinds of other stuff if you want to subscribe and ring the bell. Videos going up all the time. New maps in Halo Infinite today, based on Halo 3 in collaboration with Game Fuel. There's a bunch of merch going up today. We'll see if I can snag a piece. I'd like to get the hat or the jersey, but we'll see. We'll see when the credit card needs to be charged. If the debit card needs to be charged later on, I might be able to get it. If it needs to be charged now, probably going to miss out, but it is a cool collaboration, and they are putting maps in, Halo 3 maps, and a special Mountain Dew but a special Mountain Dew map. If you'd like to see what I thought of the Game Fuels, check out the taste test that went up last Saturday for that. Friday we'll be checking out Dredge DLC, I believe is the plan. New taste test on Saturday. Sunday, I don't know how long the Dredge DLC is going to be, so I'll probably record more Halo, so we might see some more Halo, might see maybe a new game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when all that stuff goes up. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday right here on the channel for more random rosters action. Hopefully you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and go Sport.